There we go. Good morning. It is 5:30 a.m. and we are about to get started. I hope you're doing all right this morning. I know I am, and I know it is Thursday morning, February 13th, which means February 14th is right around the corner. For those of you who are watching, my name is Toby. I am 40 years old, and I train to live an active, self-sufficient, and adventurous life. I do so by minding my sleep, minding what I eat, strength training, conditioning training, and mobility training. So if that's something you are interested in, you go ahead and check out my channel, and maybe there's something there for you so you can subscribe, hit like on a couple of videos, and help people find my content. This is about the way I feel, not about the way I look. I always say at the start, I would like to feel fit, competent, capable for life and whatever life throws at me. That means I'm into functional training. I would like to sleep well. I sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. So I know that's important for my recovery, but also for my long-term health. Thanks for the support and the hearts. I would like to eat well, and I eat within my energy balance, which is 2,200 calories in a day. I try to eat lots of vegetables, healthy, home-cooked foods, and I try to eat 120 to 150 grams of protein in a day to help meet my strength and long-term health goals. I do strength training with kettlebells at home, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday morning, so you can check that out. And I do mobility on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I go running on Sunday mornings to get that endurance training, that long-term, longer session of cardio and cardio endurance in. Plus, I enjoy it a lot. I also try to spend time with people I love and care about, try to do things that I enjoy, and generally try to live a stress-free life. Now, health and fitness, very personal, and everyone's on a different journey at a different point in time and has different goals or a different understanding of what health and fitness is. So I'll give you mine, and you can see if we have something in common that we could pursue together, right? My idea or understanding of it is that I'm going to live to be old, and all the investments that I will make in my health and fitness right now will prevent the onset of disease and discomfort as I age. So I will be able to do more for longer, be active, be self-sufficient throughout my life. And that's what I'm working towards slowly, steadily over time. And I choose to, because I have a relatively sedentary life, to show up every day for about 30 minutes and do some work. So that's the way I approach it. If that's something you're interested in, you go ahead and check out my channel and we can continue this conversation. We're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on, and it's the person we are today. It's going to get us to where we want to be tomorrow. A bit of kindness will go a long way because there are enough people out there who want to put us down. All right, friends? And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'm going to hit the timer, and we are going to get started. We're just going to start off with an easy walk out to plank. Just getting comfortable this morning with the idea of moving. There we go. And now we're going to do some breathing in, out. And moving on to the neck. And just using the joint in all directions that it was intended to be used. Because, you know, the predominant mode that we keep our neck in for hours and hours on a day is simply staring down at our phone, whether we are standing or sitting or lying down. YouTube Punk, thanks for dropping by, saying hi. Hope you're doing alright this morning. I hope life is treating you well. We're just gonna swivel side to side. And slowly use all those muscles and all those joints in our body over the course of a morning session. And so, what are you going to be up to this weekend? Because I know if you're in the States and you're watching, it is Wednesday night, but it'll be Thursday tomorrow. For me, it's going to be Friday tomorrow. So I'm definitely already looking out to the weekend, trying to see what's going on and what we're going to be doing Saturday with the family, because that always requires a little bit of planning ahead. Otherwise, you don't get to do anything. So, in any case, if everyone is healthy because it is flu season, and everyone has the energy, we're going to be out and about. Because I find that when we spend about 3 to 4 hours outside on a day, it just does our minds a lot of good. And I know there's so many things we want to do on the weekends because we spend most of our week doing things that we have to do. And I honestly think we forget that the things we really need is to just move around at a leisurely pace through green fields or forests or along the coast, because it will help us reset our mind and body from all the stress we've endured during the week. That's something I just keep talking about. I'm not entirely sure why that happens or how that works. I just know that it works. It works even better if you manage to not use your phone while you're out there. So there's something about the combination of moving around in the fresh air for more than 2 or 3 hours. And we're just going to do this one again because it feels really good. For more than 2 or 3 hours. And just being connected to your human operating system and not to the internet and everything that is going on in the world right now. And maybe it's that combination that is something that we have way too little of in life. Maybe. Oh, by the way, last night was a unique night because I watched a movie. Weird. Interesting. Well, I guess different signals coming through, but good to know that you're watching me on both devices. So what I was saying is, last night was an odd night for me because I watched a movie for the first time in a long time. I know you're gonna laugh, but it's kind of like not serious about what I was watching, so I decided to watch Transformers Prime, the cartoon movie made for kids. And I actually found it nostalgically entertaining, as I was a huge Transformer fan as a kid. And I thought they did a good job telling a fun story for a younger audience. It's too bad my kids aren't old enough to watch that yet. But in any case, that is, I think, more or less what works, right? Like, not watching TV every day has brought me the ability to wake up early and invest in my health and fitness and my channel over time. And I think that's good. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And once in a while, we can bring out the entertainment, watch something we might enjoy, find a good story, find some ideas or insights in the stories that we watch and consume. Same goes for the phone. The phone is a tool, right? Used to call someone, to write messages, to read information. But what it's become more and more is something that we use to distract ourselves and that we use to kind of move through life without anticipating or experiencing and enjoying life the way it is intended. And that's completely fine, because everyone should do what they want to do. But if you have a wish or a desire to make a bit more of life. Or if, as a parent, you want to do what is best and right for your children, then figuring out ways to spend less time glued to your phone watching content. And some of that content may be, good and nourishing to your intellect, to your spirit, to your emotions. But a lot of that time is honestly just wasted. And the only person benefiting is the person on the other end of the camera. Alright? So, just try to think about that in context of spending a day, 1 day a week, outdoors, more than 3 hours. Whether you do that first thing in the morning, because you can, or last thing of the day to wrap it up, or if that is the way you choose to spend your day, that's all fine. But it's that amount of time outdoors, disconnected, that may make a big difference in how well your body recovers and resets from the stresses of the week. I know that every week sounds like a big commitment because, well, you work, and then you have social life, and you have stuff to do, and you have commitments and things. But I want you to think about the flip side of it. That is that what kind of benefit is it going to bring you if you are able to do something like that every week for yourself? And maybe you can make it a social thing. Maybe you can make it an outing with family or friends or different friends every time. But whatever it is that you are doing, you do it for a whole year, are you going to be better off mentally, emotionally, in terms of your physical health and fitness? And I think you'll find the answer is going to be yes. And the answer is going to be yes, because it is one of those things that we are made to do, to be out in nature and to move around and to carry back our tools. So it's when we return to that state of being that we're probably going to be most at peace. with ourselves. This could be at the coast, this could be in the forest, this could be on the meadows, fields, in the mountains. What matters most is that we find a place where we can be at peace with ourselves. And over time, I think you have no concerns, no worries when you're just walking and talking and looking out over distances at trees and animals in the distance. Because what are we doing all of this for otherwise? So we can sit in the office more, so we can spend more time writing up things on computers and looking up images and videos online. Nah, has to be something a bit more to it, don't you think? And maybe a part of that, what more it needs to be, or an answer to that, lies in spending some more time with ourselves, peace and quiet, by exploring the outer world and the calm and tranquility we can find there. We might find some calm and peace on the inside as well. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy with a camera and a microphone, live streaming some ideas. So give it a try, see if it works for you. Maybe it's a terrible idea. Maybe it doesn't work for everyone. But it might work for you. Now we're just working on those hips and that mobility, because you all know I'm 40 and I have to keep up with my body to make sure that when I'm 60 I still have the same range of motion and ability that I have today. And there's nothing bad with acknowledging the biological facts of life. There's nothing bad about acknowledging those biological facts of life. That is just that. When it comes to my physical peaks, we're past them. I can still maintain strength, build strength, get stronger, but biologically speaking, it's maintenance work from here on. And it's maintenance work that we're doing to make sure that as we get older, we're going to get fitter, stay healthy, and make sure that we can stay off medications and that we can keep doing things on our own, at our own pace, in our own time. And I think it's important for us to realize that we are going to get older over time. You're grounded. Yeah, I think G1 Transformers was the best. And I agree, when you spend time outdoors, you're grounded. So, what am I going to do this weekend? We are probably going to stay a bit closer to home and go out for the day on Saturday, spend Sunday preparing for the week ahead. I have some people over on Sunday in the afternoon, so it's not going to be as easy to go out. So Saturday is the day that we're going to spend outdoors. It's going to be a good day. We probably going to have a good time of it if the weather stays the way it is, which is clear skies, cold, but no wind and no rain. And that is a nearly perfect formula to do some things outdoors. I know sometimes people say, well, but we sport outdoors, don't we? That's true. That's usually an hour and a half. And that is usually in a field of training, a training area. Buenas noches, silly gym rat. All you do is kettlebell work. Thanks for dropping by. It's actually buenos dias where I'm at because it's 6 in the morning, my end of the world. I work out at home with kettlebells between 5 and 6 in the morning because I'm a father of 2 kids, and generally post bedtime, post working day, I'm tired, and I sleep, but I wake up early, and I have this window of an hour, give or take, in which I can work with kettlebells or do any other kind of exercise at home to stay fit and healthy. But I found that for a home workout with limited space, the kettlebells give me the most bang for my buck, so to speak. I can get a lot of work done, whether it's conditioning or strength, with different weights and different exercises of kettlebell. And it took me a year to learn proper techniques and to learn how to build good programs with kettlebells. But I also do some push-ups, mobility, as you can see today. And I would like to add pull-ups to the mix. 9 p.m. Oh, wow, very nice. That's sounds like a nice time to end the day and probably to either be getting ready for a night out or for a good night's sleep. So, I'm 40 years old, by the way, and I talk about my health and my fitness, and how I try to stay healthy and fit not only for the day-to-day that I face, but also for or with the goal and intention to avoid disease and discomfort as I grow older. Because I think a lot of the issues that we might face as we age, we can prevent through lifestyle choices we make in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, and even in our 30s and 20s. But I think we can be somewhat forgiving for the fact that people in their 20s and maybe even in their 30s are more focused on living life and going after the big life goals, and that somewhere after 35 and we've kind of rolled into a good life where we've set ourselves up with a home and a job or income and some other things. That's where we maybe start to think more about our long-term health and not short-term health or strength or looks. But what about you? Do you use kettlebells or other kind of gym equipment or another kind of program? I'm always curious to hear what people are doing and to look into it and to see if there's something there that may or may not work for me. So if you want to let me know in the chat, I'd appreciate that. And I appreciate the question you asked. I'm going to come and read the message in a moment. There we go. 39 do calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, dip squats. Very nice. It was always nice work too. 120-pound one. Very cool. Yeah, calisthenics is nice. You probably know this, even though a lot of people think that the only way to get strong is to go to the gym and to lift weights. But I think a very rewarding path and a very interesting path in terms of physical development, if you find a way to enjoy it, is calisthenics and working with your own body weight and your own body, making it stronger and more capable over time. Do you follow any specific kind of program, or maybe a YouTuber or someone that has a good program that's worth looking into? As I tried, for example, learning an L-sit, I had to give up because a herniated shoulder at the time. I was never quite sure if that was also because of it's the final stretch, by the way, this morning. If that had anything to do with the way I was training at the time, but probably all right. I need to do some light core work. Nothing special or fancy this morning. I'm just going to reset the timer. You know the drill. It starts with 2 of Miguel's big 3. And then we're going to do some other work. just to stay, to build that core stability that's so vital, not only in daily life, but also for kettlebell training. Before I turn it back on, let me just take a look. Mobility is key when you get old, isn't that true? Yes, I'm working on L-sits planches. So now that's really cool. Something, all things that I would like to learn at one point in life. You're inspiring me maybe to put that on my goal list for 2026. And see by that time what we can work towards in the year. This year we're working towards snatches with heavy weights. I think learning something new is going to be very interesting. Side plank. I know these aren't the most appealing or exciting exercises, but they are incredibly functional. And in the long run, probably going to be happy to have invested time and energy in doing them. And it only takes 30 seconds on each side. Right. Going to do some suitcase deadlifts. We're going to do some suitcase walks, all in place. And also for about 20 seconds. Wow. That's pretty cool. How long did it take you to learn how to do that? Like, is it like 3 months, 6 months, a year? Like the progression in ability and skill. I think other people who are watching and reading will also find it interesting. Because I think one of the things or one of the mistakes we tend to make when we try to learn something new is that we expect too much progress too fast. That's on one side. We're going to continue on the other side. And this is a core exercise, but don't forget that we're also deadlifting with 20 kilos. It's proper technique. And be mindful of the way your body is moving and acting. All right. I have to get ready for a regular old plank. Gloves. Yeah. Huh? It's true. I also think pull-ups are cool, and I share YouTube Bung's question. So, are there any channels that you watch that you would recommend to us to watch or pay attention to when it comes to calisthenics? And just marching in place, trying to keep the body upright. First one side, and the other side. All right, into the final core exercises. First, going to do a hollow body hold, and then interesting. So we'll Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Probably I was doing the wall of the hollow body hold. Unplugged it. Sorry about that. Just saying, I'll check out your channel. Curious what we'll find there. See the workout you've done. Might learn something and appreciate you dropping by and saying hi. And talking with us about your journey in health and fitness. That's 42 minutes this morning, friends. 6:15 a.m. I always say this is about what happens. Set out to do 30 minutes of work. We end up doing a bit more. But that's all good. Good start of the day. Thank you all for dropping by. YouTube Punk, it's always good to see you. Silly Jim Rat, thanks for dropping by. Let us know about calisthenics and your channel. For anyone else who's watching, my name is Toby. I am 40 years old. I train to live an active, self-sufficient, and adventurous life. I do so by minding my sleep, minding what I eat, showing up for a workout, strength workout, conditioning, or mobility every day of the week. You can follow that here on my stream if you're interested, and you can check out my channel, and we can have a conversation about health, fitness, and life. This is about the way I feel, not about the way I look. I just want to feel fit, capable, and competent for whatever life throws at me. So if that's what you're interested in, well, let's continue the conversation. We're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And friends, the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. YouTube Punk, Silly Jim Rat, have a good night. And everyone else, check out my channel, subscribe maybe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another live stream. Take care, friends.